Thanks.
See, man, take a lot of guts to do what you do.
Hey,
I couldn't.
same,
Hey, so how long you been doing comedy?
About 3 weeks.
But I'm a natural, ain't I? Shoot.
So what kind of comedy you plan on doing?
The funny kind, man. What else?
Don't encourage her.
Hey, anybody going after their dreams, I'ma encourage them.
Don't.
Man, why she hating? Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a 5-tool threat. Acting, comedy, improv, you know what I'm saying? Brand management, everything.
That's 4 tools, B. You need 5. I mean, you could claim writing, but aren't improv and comedy like the same thing?
Really?
You showing ignorance in that statement, DJ.
Yeah, dude, even I know there's a difference.
In either way, it's gonna be terrible.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to be supportive of my friend, okay?
I appreciate that. Yo, check this out. I've been working on this one for a minute. Hey, what's the deal with gifts? How you pronounce them things anyway? Looks like a G, sometimes sounds like a J. They totally different.
Now I see why Hannah said it was gonna be terrible.
What, you?
Trash,
Whose
B.
side you
You're
on?
better than that.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Training wheels, my G. I'm just getting
Embarrassing me
started.
in front of company.
That was the scrimmage, man. That was just the rehearsal. I wasn't ready to say opening night.
Rockets here at home in this Western Conference. And before we...
Well, guys,
Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense. One of the most underrated players in the game. Clark having a deep rotation, a strong bench, sure helps a team in so many ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I think it allows you to keep constant pressure on the opposition when you have a deep bench that's capable. It just puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. And it also keeps your guys fresh and engaged. Not just fresh physically, but engaged mentally as well.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Murray and Harris in the backcourt. And it's Chandler in at the 3. It's Millsap with the drive. Stolen by Anderson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Jokic grabs the miss. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, you need that juice, that gas coming off the pine. Always a luxury to have a deep bench. And when they can step in and play well, you're in good shape.
Murray kicks to Harris. Pass to Chandler. Just 5 to shoot. It's a big high bounce and goes in.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, and I think all credit goes to that being just good offense. I mean, those are the kind of shots they want, and they got them.
Now here's Chandler after the miss from Baller. Jokic kicks to Chandler, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And when the Nuggets are clicking on offense, Greg, they are a joy to watch.
You know they are, and one reason is because they're one of the better passing teams in the league. And right near the top in terms of assists per game last season, and all players on this roster at all positions look to make that extra pass to get an easy bucket.
The Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Feeds it to Paul. Over to the wing. Here's Baller. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Baller's got his first 3 points of the game. And we talk to beat writers, Greg, who follow this team. They'll all tell you the same thing. EJ is always putting in that extra work in the gym. Easy to believe, given how he's had to fight his way just to get to the league.
Yeah, and as hard as it is to make it into the NBA, you have to be willing to work even harder to stay in the NBA, especially for a guy like DJ. He's making the most of things, though, and you can see the improvement.
Now here's Murray, defended by Paul. Jokic with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Man, you like this intelligence he plays with. You got to respect that. Gets to his spots and scores efficiently.
Lob pass to Capella. Jokic with the steal. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Chandler's got 7 points in the game.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
And the pass to Ball. Right wing. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Kicks to Capella. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
You know, Capella's really hard to deal with inside, especially inside. Does a nice job using his size to get that shot off.
Well, Swiss center Clint Capella is up there as one of the most efficient players in the league. He's only 22, but he's efficient mostly because all his shots come right at the basket, right on the doorstep. Last season, he finished near the top of the league, in fact, in field goal percentage.
And for a while, he was leading the league, if I recall correctly, Kevin. Capella knows who he is, what he's...
Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Will Barton is out there with Harris, and it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Whistle on the play, bucket's good, he'll go to the line.
Yeah, he has a little bit of trickeration with that one, gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
Barton passes to Jokic. Harris outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Harden kicks to Anderson. Pass to Ball. Houston moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Capella's got 6.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Back to Barton. Jokic a screen. Barton kicks to Millsap. This one for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Houston the other way. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way, and excellent chemistry.
Clark, when you watch a team that's clicking on offense, what are some of the smaller things, the small details that are setting them apart?
Well, a couple of things. One is solid screen setting. That's huge because that's an unselfish act when you set a screen to get somebody else open. Then ball movement, being willing to go past a good opportunity for a next pass best opportunity. I think the Golden State Warriors do that as well as any team in basketball. The extra pass, sharing the ball, and giving themselves up for each other.
Baller passes to Anderson. Johnson outside. Passes to Baller. The kick out to Anderson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
And let's review some numbers for Ryan Anderson. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Johnson, a wide open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And now a 6-point Rocket lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Millsap a screen, and Harris wide open. He shoots, and the three ball is good. Harris has got 5 points so far.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that, but these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
It's rebounded by Houston and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
And so it's Houston. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Baller having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, the kind of leadership he provides, the pinpoint passing, we saw it all there on display in that first half.
Yeah, he enjoys teeing his guys up. I know you like that one, partner. You and I both like to hit that white ball a little bit, but he knows it's important to share the wealth out there.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Did you bring your clubs, partner?
Yeah.
Let me check and see if I can get us a tee time tomorrow morning.
All right.
The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is down low with Capella, and it's Baller in at the 3 slot. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Jokic kicks to Harris. Millsap left side. Here's Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. And it's 6 points for Jokic.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Paul for 3. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Chandler.
Man, it's nice to see Capella get that deep position.
And here are the Nuggets now, trailing by 13. There's the pick. Millsap a screen. Barton dishes to Murray. Millsap sets the pick for Murray. Outside Millsap. Barton wide open. He fires. They grab their own miss. Rockets leading by 13. The feed now to Harden. Johnson takes it off the glass. Johnson's got 9.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Chandler a screen. Three-pointer. Barton missing again. Houston's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 5.
CP3 showing off his supreme stroke from deep. He is a dynamic offensive player.
Millsap a screen. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Houston Rockets, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Rockets leading by 18, and Denver will start the fourth quarter with Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Lyles in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And Tucker kicks to Paul. It's good. Paul's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Houston.
Well, I tell you what, that's a shot Chris Paul is really comfortable with. I mean, if he gets the space to rise up from mid-range, he's going to bury that.
The 3 ball. Denver keeps it going, a new 24-second shot clock. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And there's the pass to Baller. And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Murray kicks to Barton. Millsap a screen on Harden. Barton with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Dishes it to Chandler. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden. That free throw good from Barton.
And one of the things about Will Barton's game that, to me, makes him such a force is how unpredictable he can be. He plays at times almost like a man out of control, and it really does work to his advantage as he is a difficult guy to deal with in those one-on-one situations.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And to back up the point with Barton in his chaotic play style, he knows exactly what he's about. Famously saying, Greg, I'm so creative most of the time, I don't know what I'm going to do.
And, you know, that might sound glib, but it is just how Barton plays. I mean, a fantastic competitor who just does what it takes to win. He gives you a little bit of everything out on the floor.
Wilson Chandler with the rebound.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Barton from outside. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Baller passes to Paul. Capella sets a screen for Paul. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic has checked in for Trey Lyles, and Harris subbed in for Will Barton. Jokic a screen. Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes. In the corner, Murray with it. Jokic a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Fires it up. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Even when the defense is breathing down his neck, Murray gets it done. I mean, just an amazing shooter with a very impressive stroke.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're ahead by 21. 1:53 left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with...
.146 left in the fourth. Barton kicks to Harris. Now Barton. They set the screen. Jokic with the screen on Hart. Fareed outside. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Jokic. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Gotta give the defense credit. That was a great contest on a high percentage shot in the paint.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And had significant points in this game. They just stayed committed to their brand of basketball. And that's why they'll be taking the front end of this three-game season series against the Nuggets.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Chris Paul.
And the sharing of the sugar, very impressive. I mean, he seemed to know exactly when to get the ball to his teammates.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
Fareed the pass to Jokic. Screen by Fareed for three. Harris. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Paul dishes to Harden. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
I may need to hit the treadmill. I ain't even break a sweat out there tonight.
Yeah, that's because you sat for most of the second half.
After all the buckets I put up in such a big league, I deserve a rest.
That is what I call a win!
Woo!
Yes!